So many unanswered questions then in politics. One thing we do know, the Cricket World Cup begins tomorrow with 4 matches being staged in Wales. But will we get to see any batsman hit 6 sixes in 1 over? If we did, it would of course bring back memories of one of the great moments in Welsh sport when Sir Garfield Sobers smashed the ball out of St Helens in Swansea way back in 1968. What happened to that cricket ball after the match has become subject of a real controversy. It's claimed the wrong ball was sold at auction. And as Jen Jones now explains, one Welshman is determined to get to the truth.
The chance to buy a piece of sporting history.
He's hit that out of the ground. 3 balls, 3 sixes, 4 sixes in 4 balls, 5 on the trot.
The cricket ball that Gary Sobers hit for 6 sixes in Swansea.
And he's done it! He's done it! 6 on the trot. 36 in 1 over.
So how come it's now being claimed that the most famous auction house in the world came to sell the wrong ball for thousands of pounds? Welsh journalist Graham Lloyd is a man on a mission. So Graham, what are you trying to achieve?
What I'm trying to do is get Christie's to admit that they sold the wrong ball. I want them to admit that a mistake was made when that ball, that Duke ball, was sold for £26,400 back in November 2006. Simple as that.
So we have the Christie's lot notes here from when the ball was sold in 2006. So here it is. What's wrong here?
Well, there are 2 things wrong. Right in the middle of these lot notes, there are 2 sentences that are not true. No records of the ball suppliers exist from the match. However, Duke & Sons were supplying balls to Glamorgan County Cricket Club during this period. That's not true. They were being supplied by Stuart Surridge. And then the very next sentence, 3 separate balls were used in the over. Well, that's not true either. 1 ball was used in the over. This is a members' newsletter for Glamorgan County Cricket Club from 1968. There's a picture here of the ball being returned to Sobers, but the thing that started my whole investigation off was this sentence here. Glamorgan presented this ball, which was made at the firm of Stuart Surridge, the former Surrey captain, to Nottingham. The lot notes say the ball sold was made by Duke & Son.
If there's one man who should know the truth about the ball, it's the bowler, the then Glamorgan player, Malcolm Nash. The ball that was sold was a Duke's ball, but what make was your ball?
It was a Stuart Surridge ball that we used in the game here, which was given to Gary to take back to Nottingham. Glamorgan only ever provided Stuart Surridge balls when we played in Wales.
He's also adamant that only 1 ball was used in the over, not 3, as the Christie's lot notes claim, eliminating the possibility that there was a mix-up with replacement balls during the over. You maintain it was 1 ball?
It's not a question of maintaining, it was only 1 ball.
And crucially, that's also the opinion of the other key figure in this story, the batsman himself, Sir Garfield Sobers. Wales Live has obtained never-seen-before video footage of Sobers at St Helens in 2006, discussing the over with former Glamorgan player Roger Davis.
So there must have been 2 or 3 balls used in that over, wasn't there? Or was it the same ball? The same ball came back all the time?
Except the last one. A little boy brought it back 3 days later.
So the evidence is compelling, but it leaves a big question. How did Sobers come to sign a certificate of provenance in 2006, which said the wrong ball, the Duke, had been used in the famous over? Lloyd believes Sobers made an innocent mistake.
I think what happened was this. Gary Sobers went back to Nottingham from Swansea in 1968 with the ball in his bag, and he gave it to a friend of his called John Goff, and I think he pulled out the wrong ball. I think he pulled out a Duke & Son, which was being used by Nottinghamshire at the time, instead of a Stuart Surridge.
So should Christie's have withdrawn the ball from sale? Well, that's exactly what another auction house did, Bonham's in Chester, when they reviewed Graham Lloyd's evidence in 2012. Christie's have refused to meet Graham Lloyd or Malcolm Nash. We offered to share the evidence with Christie's and we asked for an interview, but we were told that no one was available. But in a statement, they said they were satisfied that no mistake was made by Christie's and they had no further evidence to assist in relation to the ongoing inquiry. They also claimed that at the time of the match, there was little focus on the manufacture of this cricket ball, and they had always assumed the man who hit the sixes and then gifted the ball would also have the clearest view of its provenance. Wales Live called Sir Garfield Sobers, who's now 82, at his home in Barbados. He didn't want to record an interview, but he did say he believed he had given the right ball to John Gough and that everyone who had owned the ball had behaved honestly. Sobers also confirmed that he didn't receive any money from the sale. He also said he didn't know anything about the make of the ball, as it wasn't something he would have taken an interest in. The whereabouts of the real 6-6's ball remains a mystery, and Graham Lloyd, well, he has no plans to give up his campaign.
The whole basis of cricket is facts, and I can't quite believe that the world's leading auction house sold the most famous cricket ball in the world, and it was a wrong un. It just wasn't cricket.
And he's done it! He's done it! And my goodness, it's gone way down to Swansea.
Yeah, what a story. You play cricket, don't you?